Okay. Oh, yep, we are definitely live. Okay, Kara. I need you to not be here. I don't need kisses, baby. Oh, girl, Jesus. Hey, go get your ball. No, go. Go get your ball. Jesus Christ. Yeah. All right. Okay. So we do have someone online. Let's make sure everything works. Hey guys, can you hear me? What was that, Colt? Um, you know what? I'm gonna pull up the Send It page and make sure we're live on there as well. Um, Interesting. Oh, can you see the intercooler? Hey, there it is. Cool. Okay, cool. The Fusion thing is actually now up and running. Um, cool. Hey, Marley. Thanks, man. We are apparently audio is good, loud and clear. Can you hear Colt by chance? Just making sure. We're trying something new here. No response. All right. Hey guys, so this is Stacy Gifford from SWS Motorsports, and welcome to Tech Talk Tuesday. This time, we're going to be doing something a little different than what we have been. We're going to be doing some CAD and design, along with some discussion from the guy who's sitting up above me on your screen. Go ahead and introduce yourself, Colt. Cool. They did say your audio is pretty low on volume. Oh, I can hear you. I can. It looks like it's working. Like the little mixer level thing is correct. All right, cool. So yeah. Oh, sweet. I thought I missed this. Can't hear him speak. I am not sure why it says volume is maxed out on yours, and it should be. Well, on the collab cam level sensor, it's when you speak, it's like upper two thirds. So that's a little weird. It should be good. Yeah, Says we are. Dope. Oh, Ish is gonna switch over to YouTube to see if it makes any difference at all on the audio stuff. I wouldn't think that it would, but yeah, that's super weird. Yeah, I'm gonna pull it up on here real quick. Oh, hey, look, I heard you. This is a pretty substantial time delay. Super weird. It's basically yell. That's what I would do. Mhm. Yeah, actually, you were one of the first people to run one of the GT 500 kits, and definitely one of the earliest ones to put real miles on it. I mean, what do you have on that thing? Uh, how many miles do you think you have on it? Damn. All right. I'm trying to find um, the schematic that you sent me for that fuel hat. Uh, I think it was in Messenger, but man, everything's getting lost in my Messenger right now. I just sent it to my personal one. But yeah, so while he's looking for that, what I did not mean to minimize that. Um, what we're going to do is we're going to design a top hat replacement for his fuel tank that incorporates a fuel sending unit as well as a surge tank because he does not want to run an inline fuel pump. There have been a lot of issues with inline fuel pumps on the market lately. Now, if you're talking a huge brushless unit trying to support 1,500 horsepower, that's one thing. But if you're talking his torque storm powered 351, 302, yeah, 351. Okay. Okay. Well, yeah, that's certainly within the neighborhood of just single drop-in fuel pump. Um, have you decided on what? Have you decided which pump you're going to run yet? Okay. Okay. So yeah, that would be super easy to design. If we, yeah, Oh yeah, for sure. Easy enough. Were you able to get that to me personally? Oh, okay. Email, got it. I was looking at Facebook Messenger. All right, let's get these files brought up. Oh, on a adjacent note, the Holly high ram for the small block Ford gets delivered tomorrow. Oh, awesome! Everything's in standard units. Great. That's sarcasm, by the way. Yeah, dude, I only use metric. Point. 162.05 millimeter outside diameter. Actually, I know what we can do here. We're just gonna go ahead and close this. If you've ever wondered what, if you've ever wondered, oh, go ahead. All right, cool. Yeah, well, no, we have the exact measurements. We'll use the exact measurements. Um, I mean, we can make it thicker, but you definitely don't want it to go like larger diameter, if that makes any sense at all. Now, this is gonna be scaled wrong for sure, but yeah, yeah, that is ultimately what we're gonna have to design around. Um, so first things first, we'll just. Can you see my screen at all while I'm doing this, Colt? Yeah. Actually, if you're watching on the phone, I can make us a little bit smaller. Oh yeah, no, you're good. I'll put both of us. Yeah, you know what? That works. Dope. All right. Yeah. Oh, real quick, we got a couple messages in the chat that I need to respond to real fast. Um, Jack Davis, can't wait to find a good deal on an M112 for my Silverado. Depending on what year model Silverado, you can actually get a really, really cheap M112 from a Jaguar or Land Rover, like 98 to 2008. But the best bang for the buck, hands down, girl, don't need your mom. The best bang for the buck is going to be the Jaguar TVS 1900. It's a little bit larger than a M112, but it's a lot more efficient. In fact, it will actually output more power than the GT 500 blower. Sorry, Colt. Um, and the other one, if I pledge the complete small block Ford kit, that means I'm buying the kit described at that price, correct? No additional cost? Yeah, so we actually have a stable pledge thing set up on Indiegogo. It guarantees the price stays within 10% of that. There should be no reason it goes above that. We already have the small block Ford kits for the Explorer accessory drive design done. We just have to build a larger CNC so that we can produce them quickly. The small CNC back over there will make them. It would just be really slow. Like really slow. But that's got the whole point of the campaign. Um, go ahead, Colt. Sorry. Uh-oh, we lost Colt. Oh, okay, you're back. I don't know how we lost you, but we lost you. I was mainly just responding to some of the guys' questions in chats about the Indiegogo campaign. But I don't know how, but you disappeared and you're back now. So yeah, so we got a couple questions about the Indiegogo campaign. Um, yeah, the entire campaign is set up as a pre-order so that we can move this stuff into full-scale production. The second batch of intercoolers is also available on there. The worst case scenario would be April for the ship date on the second batch. We might be able to get them done a little bit faster, but I'd rather be conservative than too aggressive on timing. But you know, we have the best. Actually, ours are the only ones that are 100% USA made, and they're the best price. So that's just kind of part of it, unfortunately. Another one. I hear the Jag TVS has an electro bypass valve. How do we address that? Okay. Um, so the 2010 to 2013 are vacuum actuated bypass valves, where the 2014 to 2022 are electronically actuated. I'm trying to get my hands on a electronically actuated one, and I have a design to convert it to a vacuum bypass, and it is currently set up for the TVS 1320s, available on the 3 liter Range Rovers and Jaguars. But I need to get my hands on one of the 1.9 liter units to make sure it works on both. So, when do you plan on building a kit for the 2G 2GRFE? Well, Christopher, on the Indiegogo campaign, if you go on there and vote, whichever platform gets the most votes is what we develop next. Our patented or patent pending intake manifold will absolutely fit the 2GRFE. In fact, I have some of the designs for it. I can pull them up. I think I have the 2GRFE already in here. I might not, but let's just see if it can. It is a Toyota V6 of some sort. Forerunner. Oh no, sorry, I have the 5VZ, not the 2GRFE in here. But yeah, we've got a few, and this is just kind of where I ran out of time. But yeah, there's one or two in here. From the bottom, we have Honda J Series, 3 liter Honda V6, 2.3 liter Ford Ranger motors. Um, I forget which one. VG33 Nissan, 5VZ Toyota V6, the 3.8 liter Ford V6, like in the newer Mustangs, GT40, uh, the truck, the truck 50 lower manifold. I mean, we've got a lot on the in the pipeline. Oh God, it's so the actual manifold itself, hundreds of hours. But once that was done, all that it takes to get the correct bolt pattern is more or less the distance to the crankshaft pulley from the like stock lower manifold, and then the bolt pattern itself. So we can go from a blank one to having the designs to fit another platform in a matter of like 6 hours or less. Um, and that's like having to like 3D scan the engine and everything. So um, what I plan on doing long term, or assuming the campaign is successful, if there are any platforms that we don't have the data on, I'm actually going to be taking my laptop and 3D scanner to a junkyard and just 3D scanning a ton of engines to, build the stuff in software, and then we can take it out and verify its fitment. Um, yeah. Well, the thing is, this whole thing started because I had a blower that I wanted to retrofit, and then another buddy was like, "Hey, why don't we build one for your old Mustang?" Because I sold him my Mustang, and I was like, "Man, I can't be the only one that has a blower just sitting on a shelf going, I want to put this on this." And we're, there have been tons of people make custom supercharger adapters using, yeah, just a box. Yeah. So Eric just asked, "You going to twin charge the XR4 Ti?" No, we are going to put a modern turbo on the XR4 Ti, but that car is way too clean to just really abuse. However, the guy who owns the XR4 Ti also owns a Pinto station wagon, and we are really considering compound charging it using a pair of EcoBoost twin turbos. So cylinders 1 and 4 feeding one turbo, cylinders 2 and 3 feeding another, and then that going into a TVS 1320. So that's kind of like a pipe dream build, but if anybody's going to do it, it'll be us. Probably been asked about this, but is there a future for big block and small block Chevy? Well, our like the manifolds that you see on screen, we've been looking at a way to put a carb flange on the bottom of it. We have a wider version. I'm limited to the number of files that I can have on my Fusion license at once, but we're absolutely going to make one for a carb flange. So then it'll just fit any. Ah, girl, do you think you're needy enough? Go get your toy and I'll throw it. Go. Um, so yeah, I mean, if it'll fit a carb flange, we can make one. We can make a blower fit. As for just like getting a manifold cast, Holly does make a high ram for the small block Chevy, and our adapter plates will absolutely bolt onto that. Uh, as for the big block, I've got somebody who's supposed to be sending me some 3D scans, and we'll see what we can do about getting a manifold cast for it. It'll have to be a little bit further down the road. Um, Casting patterns are really expensive. We're talking like $20,000, $30,000 to get the first manifold cast. Um, so that is a little bit of a barrier to entry. Right, right. And actually, part of the whole goal for the Indiegogo campaign is building a larger CNC mill. And once the larger one is done to make our casting patterns, these guys up here, uh, then that one's job will be to do nothing but create casting pattern, like casting mold patterns. We really want to try to produce some of these, as much of them in house as we can, just to keep costs low. And frankly, it's a really good engineering exercise. So that's that is the long term goal, and that's why I'm trying to get my buddy Greg hired on. So Yeah. Oh no, he no for sure, and he is absolutely brilliant. Like he knows his stuff. He's one of the best mechanics I've ever met. Like it's impressive. Oh, Big Lev, yo, what up, dude? Big Lev's been in, I think, every single one of the streams so far. Big supporter. Hell yeah. Oh, for sure. Dude, shit. No, we've really built an awesome community, which is probably the best part about this whole thing. Oh, canvas. You know, I almost never use the canvas feature. The canvas feature on Fusion. Dude, so I'll be honest, man. It took me a good year to get Fusion installed correctly. That's back when I was still uh, at Texas Tech, and the like student license is a real pain to set up. But we're good now, dude. It's so expensive. I don't want to talk about it. That's what they say. I mean, with that said, there are a ton of like CAD softwares out there that are actually free. I know there's going to be somebody out there watching what I'm doing, going, "Man, you're doing it wrong," and I mean, they're probably right. Uh oh, Jesus! I'm just struggling to get this thing scaled right. There we go. Cool. Are there any factory blowers that are larger than the TVS 1900 that would work on a big block? So the largest OEM blower that I'm aware of is the TVS 2300 off of the Trinity GT500. So that's, I believe, 10 to 14. Does that sound right, Colt? And I mean, that would absolutely work on an 8.1 liter. I mean, you can always just spin it faster. Yep. Yeah, it's the 5.8 motors. Yeah. With that said, you can pick up one of the Roush 2650s pretty regularly on eBay. I found some like new like open box ones for like 2,200 bucks, which I know that's not cheap, but it's also a blower that'll support. Yeah, with that said, it'll also support like 12 or 1,300 horsepower. It's a big blower. Are you having a good time, Sneaky Girl? Just gonna stare at me like that? All right. Yeah. Ugh. Okay, so what I would really like to do is, girl, I don't know why you're being so needy tonight. Ah, Jesus. Oh yeah. I mean, the thing about a positive displacement blower, the larger or the higher boost you run, the lower their efficiency. if you were to put a TVS 1900 on a big block and spin it the right speed, I mean, on say like a 8.1 liter with a cam and good exhaust, run it at like 6, 7 pounds of boost, you could have a 800, 900 horsepower motor. Oh, and all of the torque. Is the dog LS swapped? Uh, she's she's a pain in the ass. Great dog though. Body swap. She's actually chasing the cats currently. So okay, what do we? 12 holes on 5 3/8 circle. Uh, doesn't tell me what size. Neat. You know what? We're just gonna we're gonna go with that size. Hmm. Center point. Oh no! I knew that I messed up. See, this is what happens when I just try to do something live and don't plan ahead. Delete. Okay. So, yeah. Uh, I think that might be a bit overkill. Probably the glass fiber reinforced PA6 would be my bet. Um, yeah. Oh, that's fair. So actually, give me 1 second. We got a few questions here in chat. Um, does the small block? Yeah. Does the small block Ford kit clear the distributor? Well, you see, the current kit on the Indiegogo campaign is for the Explorer setup. for that very reason. We're running a cam sync. And that's one of the reasons there are almost no roots blower kits available for the small block Ford. We do have some stuff in the works, though. In fact, this guy, stock distributor, what I'm doing, or what the plan is ditch the cap and rotor. We're going to keep the factory reluctor in here so that it can still communicate with the stock PCM, but we're going to add a secondary rotor right on top, so we'll have to supply longer screws, and we're going to 3D print a cap that holds a Hall effect sensor to trigger an ignition control module. We actually found one, um, and I'm not going to give away all the secrets, but our total cost to build a full coil on plug conversion using a stock distributor, just dropping some stuff on. So total cost for plug and play, ready to go, complete kit to build it will be about 120 bucks. So I figure if we sell it for like the 250 to $300 price point, that's dirt cheap, and we should be able to do that. That's kind of where we're at. I had originally designed a setup to put a LS crank trigger on the like front of the small block Fords, but that was going to require you switch over to a full LS PCM, and nobody wants to do all that. But what, yeah, well, dude, a computer's a computer. I don't care where it comes from. But the thing is, there are coil on plug conversion kits available for like the Honda D series and B series or Miatas, like a complete plug and play kit that includes coils, harness, plugs, everything, and it's under 300 bucks. And I was like, dude, if they can do that, I can do that for a small block Ford. And so I've already put out some feelers to source some ignition control modules, um, and this shouldn't be that big of a challenge. We already have a couple people lined up ready to test them. I do have a 5 liter Capri about 50 yards behind me out in the field that has 24,000 original miles on it. Um, so probably put it on that one as well. Mm. Yep. All right, cool. Hell yeah. And fortunately, that coil on plug conversion would work with either distributor because the cap and rotor is the same between the two. It's just the distributor itself is what's different. So it, in theory, it should be a really, really straightforward process. Uh, Let me respond to Tim real quick. Eaton M122 mounted on a Holly high ram for a small block Ford. After going wide open throttle halfway into second gear, intake air temps are reading 180. Can your smaller intercooler bring those temps down? I don't have clearance for the larger one. Yeah, so when I did my 3.5 minute long burnout at wide open throttle with the prototype intercooler, we were seeing. Uh, Keep in mind, the prototype one wasn't a full 2-inch core and didn't have the full density fin array that the production ones will have. So it's not quite an apples to apples comparison. But with that, we had intake temps of like 155 degrees, but it was also wide open throttle for 3 minutes and scattered the motor. But the intake temps were reasonable. So, um, yeah. So as for whether or not it can handle the intake temps, that's more going to be down to what temperature water you're pushing through it and how quickly you're pushing it through it. When it comes to heat exchangers, it all comes down to mass flow. If you have cold water and flow it slowly, or warmer water but triple the flow rate, it will basically perform the same. Now, if you can feed ice water through the thing super fast, Nice. But uh, yeah, 180-degree intake temps are pretty easy to hit with an M122 Colt. But you got that fancy tick unit on there. Where are you going to get that thing plumbed in? Yeah. No, the hold on. Life is hard 1211 intercoolers aren't done yet. I got a stack of in tanks that are halfway through machining. Um, but I'll be taking the in tanks to the machine shop this week to have them welded to the cores. So we're moving along. Hank Automotive, yeah. Well, I'll be testing the big stack on my 6.2 with the jag blower and a 3/4 ton truck. Hell yeah. Uh, hell yeah. Tim, I was going to add then how many gallons per minute pump you use. I'm also running a rad style heat exchanger up front with a 35 gallon. Dude, a 35 gallon per minute pump is plenty. I am just using one of the stock Bosch units that was on the '03 to '04 Cobra. It's also the same one that's on the Land Rovers and the uh, Lightning pickups. It's and the Cobalt SS. Like there are only so many OEM pumps out there. They're all made by Bosch. We are actually hopefully going to start stocking the smaller brushless Bosch pumps in stock on the website. I don't remember their flow rate, but more flow is more better. Also, tearing the LS4 car apart this week. Get in the shop now. Hell yeah! Hey, did you get that package I sent you? Hank, well, not you, Colt. Hank Automotive. I believe that is the guy that I sent some of the stuff to test the LS4 front wheel drive setup with the GT500 blower, which to me is freaking sweet, dude. So I have the CAD file just like as the background. You know, no, dude, you're good. I also don't know what I'm doing, so like you're not missing out yet. But so we're gonna put in a filler neck at a slight angle. It'll give us just a little bit more room. Extrude. Now this is the wrong size. Like this is absolutely. Ow! Jesus Christ, cat! So, dude, Akira, will you leave him alone? Poor cat, it's running for his life. Akira, go get your ball and chase it, not the kitty. Yeah, so like these are like arbitrary numbers that I'm doing, like just to be completely transparent. But once uh, I think we decided we were going to use one of the Ford um, caps. Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, none of the OEM caps are vented. They can't be, otherwise the evap system wouldn't work correctly. Oh, it would prevent you from accidentally. I mean, okay, look, the biggest challenge is managing the 200-pound gorilla that interfaces with whatever device you're designing. Have you never heard that? Kara. Oh, no, for sure. All right, go get your ball. Oh, cool. Oh, Hank's the Hank's the other LT4 guy. I got two LT4 guys. One sending me some parts and one receiving some parts. Uh, I need to get the rec port adapter plate. My kit. I need to get the rec port adapter plate for my kit with the jag blower. I also sent pics to a Facebook post of the newer jag blower with the electric bypass valve. Oh, do you have one of the 1900s with the electronic bypass valve? Because that, dude, if you can send me one of those, I'll just give you a kit. Like that's the trade. I mean, obviously you'll get your blower back, but I gotta have one to take measurements off of. Uh, Jeremy Coffey said, I want to get a TVS 1900 from a 10 to 13 Range Rover, but probably won't reach the horsepower goals I'm looking for, but I still think it'd be scary fast for an S10. Man, you can make. Oh, let me put it this way: the TVS 1900. There are guys that have ran into the sevens in the quarter mile with a TVS 1900 on the ZL1 Camaros. Now, to be fair, that is an absolute max effort build to do that. But yeah, there's no reason you can't get 700 wheel horsepower with them like without much trouble. Oh, I already see an issue. The bolt in. Yep. Actually, TPU would absolutely work. It's soft and it is like chemical resistant. Tim said, I was wanting to order your pulley alignment laser. Do you still have them? Yeah, man. I keep them in stock. I think I have like seven on hand right now. So, Akira, will you be nice to the cat? She's upset because the cat doesn't want to play. Go for it. A desk lamp. Let me pull chat back up or back. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, it's a piston. Dope. Okay, that's pretty cool. Yeah, 800 horsepower with the TVS 1900 is kind of the upper limits, unless you have some like nasty 427 or something like that. Oh, Jeremy replied, I really had no idea. I thought it would probably max out at 5 or 600 for a 5.3 with the TVS 1900. I mean, the ZL1, or not the ZL, the LSA 6.2s have a TVS 1900 on them from the factory, and people push those things to 700 wheel horsepower with the stock blowers. Yeah, like that's easy. Um, but like 650 to 700 to the wheels like is not hard to do with a sufficiently sized cam and good flowing exhaust, especially if you're willing to run E85. Oh, Tim, if you're in Canada, I absolutely ship to Canada too. So hell, I ship to all over North America. Yeah, you sent me that. It's funny they used the photo from the website too. Um, but yeah, Tim, depending on like which kit you're wanting to get, will determine like how quickly it's manufactured. We're hoping uh, to get that stuff done by then. I'll be killed by the shipping company BS charges. Um, Tim, where are you out of? Because the have you mailed anything to Venezuela recently? I boat got sunk. Oh, dude, the cost to ship one of the intercoolers to Canada is like $50. Yeah, I have a really good source for DHL uh, shipping shipping labels. No, Shopify has its own integration that is really comparable to Pirate Ship. But when I do international orders, I use Pirate Ship. Pirateship.org is my favorite. They kick ass. Yeah. Mhm. 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 But yeah, hey Tim, send me a private message. If I don't respond immediately, it may have gotten lost in the flood of messages. But send me a private message, and I can get you a definitive exact cost to get it shipped to you directly. Worst case scenario, um, but it it'll be much better than you think. Dude, I had no idea where Pirate Ship was based out of, but that's pretty cool. I love Wyoming. It's so beautiful up there. The last eclipse, I was. I mean the last total solar eclipse, I was actually in Missouri. Yep, guiding a photography tour. Okay. So, oh, we are the messages. They're freaking out, man. Oh, okay, cool. You got the same thing I did. For, uh, Daniel, Josh, for Indiegogo, if we hit add to pledge on an intercooler, do we essentially place the order for the product? Do we still get it? Uh, so if the goal, if the like funding goal for the intercoolers is not, or for the Indiegogo campaign is not met, everybody gets their money back. It just doesn't happen. Uh, but if you do put the pledge for an intercooler and the funding goal is met, which there's no reason it shouldn't be, then that's just you paying for your intercooler. Since we're on the top of since we're on the topic of shipping, what will shipping to California look like? Like $20, $30 max. Um, and it's for pre 1965 non emissions vehicles only, just to be completely clear. And it's not even that. Pre 1965 non emissions vehicles, non road driven. There are a lot of LS powered vehicles that came out in 1964, like a few hundred thousand, still on the road. Uh, Greg, the thinner intercooler is absolutely on the campaign. You just have to scroll a little bit further down. It's interesting. Not a single person has pledged the thinner intercooler. Everyone's been the thicker one. But on the first batch of pre-orders, the thinner one sold out in like half the time. So guess net zero? I don't know. Well, I wanted a thin one for hood clearance, but I also want one that actually will support like 1,000 horsepower. So, ¿por qué no los dos? Yeah, on both of them. Um, oh, dude, PRI was dope. There was a lot of cool stuff there. But like to be like in all fairness, the half inch of additional hood clearance that ours offer is it's only a half inch. But if you need an extra half inch, like you'll take it. Who's gonna? Nobody's ever been upset with an extra half inch. That is what you'd say. My 351 Fox is waiting for its snake bite boost. Hell yeah. Dude, I just I'm upset that Ford never put a 351 in the Fox body. Like it's just I look, don't get me wrong. I like the 302, but everything about the 351 period is better. Every single part. Oh, you want bigger head studs? Already got them. Oh, you want bigger main bearings? Already got them. Oh, you want a block that doesn't split in half? It's got it. Eh. Oh, hey, real quick, I'm looking at the little fuel head here. Um, do you want the outlets to just come straight up, or would you prefer them be at an angle? Oh, hey, give me like 12 seconds. No. Hey, this. Yeah, it's the 5 liter. Yeah. Yeah. So I am working on a conversion kit to convert the electronically actuated like 14 and up Range Rovers to vacuum actuated bypass valve. But that will add a little bit of cost to the kit. Um, Fortunately, those blowers are also like $200 cheaper. Um, as for how much is going to add to the kit, that will depend on how much taller we have to make it because that blower has a like it's almost a quarter-inch lip hanging off the front of it that we have to space the supercharger up, and that's just more materials. It shouldn't be much more, but if the kit costs $90 more. I mean, that's $90. Uh, Obviously, we'll make it as cheap as we can, but we already have them for the 10 to 13, and the 14 and up isn't available yet. So, but yeah, this.
Yes, exactly that.
Yeah, that's why I was like, give me a second.
We're gonna
This.
start at 6 a.m. though.
Oh well, this is the 6 a.m. How convenient.
Perfect.
Yeah, and oddly enough, I think I put the right size in for that already, and we can always come back through and modify
So,
this. You know, let's.
much like the filler neck, can you add a little collar around the hole to kind of support it? As there's going to be a compression force from it fitting on it.
Yeah. So, like,
Just make it thicker in that area.
I would say personally, what I would do is I would just print this with enough wall thickness, like figure out how many layers it would take to fully encapsulate like this ceiling surface. So print it with like 6 layer wall thickness, and it'll be effectively a solid, like 100% solid print between the clamping surfaces.
Awesome. And
But
that'll work for the outside as well for the same.
yep, and that actually it'll make it that thickness everywhere there's an edge. So
Perfect.
so we're gonna have return over here, and then feed will be closer towards the middle.
Two
Um,
feet in a single return.
so you don't want to have the Y in the tank.
No, and I'll tell you why, because I have that set up now in my G8, and it just it makes a lot. So like the fuel pumps they have check valves and stuff in them, so that's not so much the issue.
Hmm.
But it creates a lot of friction, and like I feel like
Is
I'm
it
having
just
trouble.
harder to? Is the issue is just harder to install? Like,
That's part of it too. Definitely, it does keep the install a little cleaner. There's just more options and aid in fittings when it comes to Ys if you combine them outside of the fuel head
mhm.
versus doing something inside the fuel head.
Well, I mean, if you're,
Yeah, and you can just put a cap on it and throw it away.
yeah, I mean, honestly, so if you are doing a dual like pump housing, then that 2-6s would be fine for like
Right, and your return
1200,
doesn't have
1300 horsepower.
exactly, and your return doesn't have to match. You know what
So,
I mean?
so actually, that is a common misconception.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Wait, what's up?
really common misconception because the highest load for your return system, like the return side of your fuel system, is going to be when the engine's at its lowest power level. So the fuel,
Reliable.
well, the fuel pumps are always running the same amount of fuel no matter what. The return just is what's bypassed and what doesn't go into the engine. So if you're doing like a staged 2 pump system, then a single dash six would probably be fine. You wouldn't notice a difference. But if you're running both of them all the time, you're effectively limiting your total fuel flow to what you can flow through one. And if it's on the return side, you're going to have fuel pressure uh, issues where at low load it tries to build higher fuel pressure, and then once you get into like higher demand, the the ratio of your fuel pressure regulator will be off. I didn't word that well,
No, I think I see what you're saying.
but
So like, but that wouldn't necessarily matter except for in a max effort high horsepower type of situation.
let's just we'll make it a dash 10 return since you're running dual dash 6 out of the tank. You'll probably Y that into a dash 10, right? Right? Fair? Maybe. I mean, like the thing is, it's 3D printed, man. We can just go through and change the
No,
size of the
it's true.
circles. So,
I'm just thinking what I have experience with. I guess I don't know. I know like so there are like triple hats, like triple pump hats that use a single return and it's only dash six.
well, if
But
you're running
for
three,
like three
if you're running three
dash
fuel
three
pumps, I can almost guarantee you you're running a stage system, like where the fuel pumps don't turn on. Um,
Right.
until it reads a
Right.
certain amount of like boost pressure or something like that. Uh,
Exactly.
and in that
Which
case,
that makes sense.
then you can get away with a smaller single return.
Right. Right. Because it's only using that little. Right. Yeah. Makes sense.
Oh, Lazy Dom's Garage just subscribed. Woo! Thanks, man. Break is over. Cheat boost us. Hell yeah, dude. So, are you
And we're just gonna use. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
are you actually, I'm going to make a slight change. Let's take this to a 40 millimeter inside
I
diameter.
just know what's already on the market,
Yeah,
and just because something exists doesn't mean it's the best way to do it. You know what I mean? That's what we're here for.
yeah, that's fair. So for your hanger, are we still up for
Yeah.
the all
All
thread?
thread. Unless you can think of a better way.
The thing is, like, it's adjustable, it's cheap, it's fuel safe, it's
Well,
janky. It's all of my
no, no,
favorite
no, no,
things.
yeah, whatever. We'll just put a piece of like string tube or something over it. You know what I mean? So that it doesn't like
But-
look like it's all thread, and so you actually know it. Here's the other thing: should I reassemble these before we sell them, or just
Oh,
just sell
definitely,
like first
definitely not.
kit, just flat pack it?
I mean, yeah, like if if the point is trying to make it adjustable in height, then there's no
Yeah,
reason
you're
to
right.
assemble it because
Well, then DIY too. So
yeah,
like
yeah,
that's less time I have to spend manufacturing something.
yeah. So I'm looking at the bottom side of this, and I'm not happy with that. Let's
Yeah.
make some changes here. Now, the way that I've done this is we can just move these like easy peasy. System's moved, and then it recuts the holes. So let's go ahead and go down here, and we're going to need
So I really
something.
have given you kind of an impossible mission. Not necessarily impossible, but we
Well,
still have to add the 12-volt feed and then the hole to put the all thread through.
no,
And they make stainless all thread, don't they? Surely that's
yeah.
something that's easily obtainable. I mean, it wouldn't have to be stainless. But it would, or, yeah, I don't know. Was zinc plated work, or what do
Oh,
you think?
I mean, I'm fairly certain they use zinc plating on the inside of fuel tanks already. Like,
You're not wrong. That's fair. So really, I don't even have to use stainless. Oh, okay, I see what you're getting at.
and that will help. That'll provide a little
Ah,
bit of support. Now,
yes.
let's just. And the only reason I'm doing the like fillets here on the corners, I mean, yes, it provides some um, like bracing support, but the big thing is sharp edges just are not good for 3D prints.
Anything.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
anything. It's just a
That's why ships use round holes for one of the airplanes.
so we can just put a hole right in the middle, and we can even go ahead and just print the threads in it. Um,
Do you think that's a good idea to print the threads into it, or just? I was just gonna use a Teflon washer or something.
well, I mean,
You've done way more
so
manufacturing than I have.
this is that's a good question.
So think head studs, right? Manufactured versus a bolt. If you thread the,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Ow. ISO pipe. We don't. And I
Did you
saw
add
that.
the support to the top?
Yeah, I can make it a little bit thicker up there.
So here my thought, and this isn't necessarily like a requirement, but I would
There we go.
get
3
like
eighths.
the carbon fiber
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
The carbon fiber is nylon on the carbon fiber
oh.
bed plate.
So okay, the bed plates that impart like a like texture onto the
Yeah.
print, um, they work, but with nylons in particular, like PA6 or
12, I think it
PA12
was.
in particular, bed adhesion is it's a challenge. Uh,
Fair enough.
and the textured PEI, the gold textured plates are the best. And you can try it with the textured plates. I have not had luck with them. Then
That's
again,
fair.
I also
You use
haven't
some pretty strong stuff.
I haven't tried like much with them either. So
No, my thing was, you can get a pair of plates for like 20 or 30 bucks. So, but now that you say that, that was one thing I kind of overlooked. I didn't think about adhesion. But yeah, you're right. The PEI plates, definitely the way to
okay,
go.
cool. So it is now fully threaded all the way through.
Nice.
So yeah, you could just run your all thread into it and then out the top and put a nut on it and then nut on the bottom and that thing's not going anywhere.
Love it.
Um, man, this would be kind of a pain in the ass to print. Like this is a
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is there any way you could add the support to the top? But that kind of would look ugly.
I was going to say we can make it thicker and just make the thing shorter.
Yeah, let's do that. And
Um,
if you do that, could you
oh,
add it to the top then? That
br-
way it prints flat
brother, I have an idea.
without supports.
What 3D printer do you use? I have a Creality K2 Plus. So I have a Creality K1 Max, and I have two bamboo printers, a P2S and an X1C. Um, my Creality printer is a colossal pain to use. When it works awesome, but it's fiddly sometimes. Where with the bamboo stuff, I click print and I get parts. Like,
Dude, I got mine last week.
mhm.
Pulled it out of the box. Had it together in half an hour, and I've got 80 or 90 hours on it. No problem. Like, bamboo's great. I love P1S. And I don't know. It'd be nicer to have something a little newer, but this was good for, learning the ropes.
So
But yeah, bamboo is just, it's really intuitive. Like, you don't really set up to, like, take it from, like, a hobbyist all the way through, like, you need a lot of production with yours, so. So you can't invert that and put it on top.
oh, you mean like this?
Well, so that the bottom prints flat without supports.
Okay,
Like if you gotta stick backwards.
so actually, I would not print this flat on the bottom to begin with.
Okay.
Um, you're one of the biggest issues with 3D prints is layer adhesion, and that would basically have the threaded rod trying to pull the layers apart, and it would
Ah.
have the fuel neck trying to like if you bumped it, it would just
We were
so
talking about printing this at a 45-degree angle or something anyway, weren't we? Just
yeah,
for that reason.
yeah. So I would print it like standing upright or on like the filler like the interface. If you drew a line between the top of the filler neck and
Mm-hmm.
over here, wait a second, what am I doing? I can just wait, wait, wait. I promise I know what I'm doing. There,
Maybe.
you can just print it on something like that, like roughly
Okay,
that
hang on.
angle.
I'm lagging. I'm lagging. Give us a second. Okay, yeah, I got you. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, something like that would be fine.
Let's go.
Now, I am going to do something to make this thing look a little bit better.
No, you're fine. You don't. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You don't have to. Yeah, we don't need that no more.
Now, this is not the most efficient way to make this design, but it's
No,
what
we're not necessarily here to be a bed nut.
speak for yourself. But,
Are you gonna round those corners?
oh, yeah, of course.
Perfect.
Oh, well, what am I?
Like on the hand fitting side.
Yep. Um,
Oh, I like that.
I'm going to,
And that's gonna add support to both the filler neck and
yep,
the hanger.
that was the idea.
Well, let's go. Dude,
No.
this would be so cool. I'm telling you, so like to buy something like this right now, you're hard pressed to find something cheaper than 400 bucks.
Oh, yeah. And this is,
Yeah, I'm gonna try to make it for like buck 20, buck 50. A lot of time involved, like we're seeing, the annealing process and everything. So every part has to be post treated after production for 12 hours in an oven. And then I don't know, I should probably paint them, huh?
I mean, hang on, I don't like that. Let's think in
Or maybe not. I can go later.
that. And now we can do something like that. There you go.
Do you use a metric ring?
No, I used 3/8 because all thread.
You're a good man. You can get all thread metric.
Not at Home Depot.
Not at Home Depot, you're right.
Um,
That looks that looks tasty.
I mean, like, I'll have to make some changes on like the actual neck where we put the uh, like gas cap because like there's no interface for the gas cap to actually latch in, and
Right.
like the size of the inside and outside diameter might have to change. But
Fair.
literally, all we have to do to make that change is go double click on that, and we can just type it in. And let's say, oh, we actually need it to be 55 millimeters. Hit finish sketch, and then it updates it. Done.
Nice. So
So
I guess we need to really pick a cat
yeah,
to figure out what the breakfast and everything is.
yeah. Well, so what I would do is, oh, what vehicle is this going on?
Oh, a ranger.
Oh, it's going on the Ranger. Just because I can, I think I'll 3D scan the Astrovans filler deck, and then you use a Chevy gas cap.
I'm down. That explains like full block Chevy 350 everything, right? You
Yeah,
can use particular at any time.
yeah. And the thing is, like, honestly, it doesn't really matter which one we decide to go with. We may just look around and see what options there are. And like the truth of the matter is, I think they're like standardized by federal law that they all have to fall within a certain
Probably.
size range for some regulation making all the fuel nozzles fit. I don't know, but
There's probably a lot of truth to that. So what about our 12-volt interface?
what about it?
Well, yeah, we got two pumps now.
Yeah.
Double
So
damper.
the
Do you
the
need a bigger one or
oh
two?
the power rigmarole.
Yeah. I guess
Uh,
we could just use the bolts like in the other designs.
oh no, we just all we do is this and say what is the what is the diameter of that? It's going to be 1/2 inch, so which is 12.7 millimeters. We'll make it 13.5. Boom. And I don't like that spot. Let's just move it a little
You
bit.
know, like
There we go. So that grommet, that bulkhead seal grommet that you found, assuming that's half-inch thread, that would just drop right into that.
Perfect.
Um,
So we need to do that
uh,
potentially.
Y2, Y2. Oh, are you going to? Are you just going to run both fuel
Oh,
pumps at the same time, or are you going to stage them?
so that's the question.
Okay, well,
I feel like most people in this situation, and that's hard. Probably yeah, both at once. Most people, right? They're trying to save a little money. You know what I mean? So they're probably just they need more than what a single pump can offer, and this is the next step up. So like yeah, cost effectiveness for sure. Ain't no way somebody's running stage pumps and a cheap 3D printed hanger.
you'd be surprised, man.
Dude, a pump controller is like $800.
Yeah, but a relay is like $5, and a boost pressure switch is like $4.
That's not wrong.
Just takes creativity.
Did you just like poke so many holes in my theory?
Oh, dude, there's always a way to make race car parts cheap. Especially, I mean, dude, it's hot rodding. Like that's literally what we're here for.
That's right.
Cool. Now you have a circle with holes in it.
I have a circle with holes in it. Let's go. Let's
So,
go.
all right. I'm gonna make a change on the bottom side of this because I'm a little worried about
I think
clearance.
we should put the fuel feed where the 12 volt is. I think there's more, maybe not. I don't know. Do your thing.
Well, okay. So
That looks good.
these two,
Like I said, I gave you an impossible task.
yeah. I mean, I don't have the pump. I don't have. Uh,
Yeah, we have one schematic.
yeah. So you know what? I'm just gonna construct an offset plane, and we're gonna pretend that the fuel hanger is
Why don't
two.
you do this? To keep it symmetrical, why don't you put like one feed on each side and then just cram everything else in the middle? You could do one 12 volt connection next to one feed and then the return in the middle.
That's
Or,
actually not a bad idea.
no, I don't know, but it's a thought. Not that I know anything about everything.
Where is it at? Is it this one? It's this one. So actually, I'm kind of thinking.
It's whatever you think's best, man. Like I said, you're doing way more stuff than I have. Like your practical application and understanding of the situation is better. Yeah.
Well, I mean, we are doing this on the internet, so symmetry is going to be more satisfying anyway.
This
Um,
is true. Yeah, and then just put the 12 volt pass throughs right behind those. Yeah. Yeah, there you go. That's what I was getting at.
there we go.
Hot switch? What's a hot switch?
Yeah, he's talking about triggering the second fuel pump to come on with boost.
Gotcha, gotcha. Ooh, I like that, Stacy.
Well,
That looks like it's done. That's good stuff.
well, hey, if you want, I can send you this STL file and
Uh,
print it in PLA, see if it fits, see what changes we need to make, because like we're gonna
yeah.
need to make changes. Um, but yeah, it's like it's a starting point, and
No, absolutely.
one of the
Like a
things.
lot of people just like zip tie their fucking pumps right to center support and the
Mhm.
hanger anyway. So like, I really, I could maybe
So
Filler bags. No, that looks good. Okay, yeah. Did you get the nut on?
so oops. One thing that I really want to make sure we're able to do here
What's that?
is you you have to have an actual surge tank. And like
Yes. If you'll go that far, Stacy, I'll use it. You're right though. I have this issue all the time in racing. A lot of these pumps come just like this, right? No surge tank, no bucket, nothing to catch the return and give you, surge room to grow or whatever, however you want to call it. Um, but yeah, no, fuel slosh. Like I have to run full tanks all the time, which in the Ranger wasn't a big issue. I had traction issues anyway, so I needed the weight back there. But in the G8, it's freaking heavy, and it's a hindrance in the G8. So, but yeah, both of those situations can be solved with a generator.
so
See, that's perfect.
what what I'm going to do here, this is going to be like super rudimentary, but
That's fine, and it doesn't even have to be completely watertight. It just has to. Well, I guess it does need some baffles or something.
well, so the big thing is um, you need a way to get fuel in there that's not reliant on gravity. And so the
You just like the return into it, don't you?
okay, but what if there's none in the bowl to begin with?
Yeah, that's gonna be a bad situation.
So what that's what I'm doing here. So I'm going to put
Gotcha.
a return, oops, into the bottom of this.
Ooh.
Uh, so the return will feed into the bottom, but it's not going to be sealed. I'm going to use the fluid coming out of the return line as a venturi to pull fuel from the rest of the tank into the surge tank.
That's fancy.
I mean, that's how Honda does it from the factory. Now, as
It,
for
it just
how,
dumbfounded me that nobody really in the aftermarket has taken the time to, like, there are a lot of fuel pads out there, man. And a lot of them are, like, specialized billing companies. Like,
so
you
I
would
mean,
think,
I think radium engineering. I'm fairly
yeah,
certain. I'm
radium's
fairly
cool, though.
certain.
They make a lot of, like, adapted kits, you know what I mean? So that you can still use your factory style stuff, your factory tank with an aftermarket hanger. You know what I mean? I think that's why that is though, because they're trying to use aftermarket parts with the factory stuff. I think if that wasn't necessarily a goal, it would, you know what I mean, be a little bit different
No, that
circumstances.
I guess that's fair.
They make great stuff though. Their hangers are just like $700, $800.
Yeah, I do believe they have the Venturi setups
Oh, okay,
in their aftermarket stuff.
makes sense.
Now, I'm sure that they are putting more effort into this Venturi than I am.
No,
At least I'd
it's
hope they
more
would be.
the principle, the practicality, the functionality.
Yeah.
They never look good.
So I don't. I'm trying to think of the best way. Aha! I know what to do.
You know, throw it.
No, so just having the fuel go into that isn't going to create our Venturi. So what we'll have to do is go over here, create a larger one, and then a larger one still, and we'll have to attach these somehow. This is not the most efficient way to design this, I can promise you that. Oh, brother. I broke it. Something like this. Now, I already see a slight issue with my design. Uh, the fact that it extends below the bottom of the surge tank. Fortunately, we can do this. But yeah, Hank Automotive said that the Hob switches uh, are like usually 2 or 3 psi, and like that would be perfect for triggering. Uh, yep. Okay, so let's just put a nice fillet on this, as big as we can go. Cool. Go back to this sketch.
Need to design like a jaw at 39 or 40 millimeters that the pump can kind of rest in.
Hmm. Yeah, well, if it works, it works. Okay.
So this isn't the exact hanger that I have, but I have something very similar. Actually, this isn't the full hanger. This is like a retrofit.
All right. So let's just say at this point, this is kind of for demonstration purposes only.
That's fair.
Um, let's just say a 10 millimeter post that works. Extrude. Cool. And then you would just, this hole really doesn't need to be a hole. I'm going to turn off the sketches. It needs to be a threaded insert of like whatever size your return line is. So it sprays and the fuel goes in.
Oh, so the return returns into that then,
Yep,
right? Like from the top of the hat to,
yep,
and then it's in the big end, most part of the part.
yep. So it'd run from up here, and then you just run a flexible line down into it, and your return is feeding into the bottom of this, but it's not sealed. It has the ability, due to the Venturi effect, um, of it should just pull extra fuel in through this like outside ring.
Right.
So it
Okay.
should pull in more fuel than the return is actually pumping.
Carburetor.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's just using
So
gas to pull
what
in
if
gas
we
instead of air
bolt
to pull in
both
gas.
in there and we'll just get that out of the way? I'm with you. I don't know what we could seal, like what we. It wouldn't have to be sealed,
No,
would
no,
it? Really?
you don't want it sealed actually.
Right. So you just would thread it in and then hose clamp the.
Yep.
But I should probably get the band clamps done.
That would be a good idea. Now, I mean, well, I'll have to change like the actual the like sizes of this to match whatever size fuel line you want. But like that's the general idea for creating the
Right.
Venturi, and then you just have a big old cup that holds all the fuel. And when it's just
You know what you need to do? Can you make that feed from the return straight down instead of the 90? Because it's got to slip through a hole. You know what I mean? To get into the tank.
oh
To
the
make installation easier, maybe. Or,
so what I
you
would
know.
the best thing to do would be to just shift
Check
this
this
whole
out.
thing into the uh, surge tank. But yeah, we could take this whole thing and then just move it further in to where it's like at the edge of the tank. So like again, this is just kind of for demonstration purposes.
No,
But
I got you. I'm all
but
for it. I
yeah,
think it's a great idea. If we're going to go this, you know what I mean? If we're taking the time to do this, you might as well do it right.
yeah, for sure.
Um, yeah, I just, the hose is going to clash when you install it like that.
Yeah, for
Weird.
sure. Now, in all fairness, I don't know the outside diameter like that we're restricted to on this. The canvas, this guy doesn't really say. I mean, it's definitely smaller than this bolt circle, but I don't know how much smaller than the bolt circle, if that makes sense. But yeah, get me the like send me the measurements. Like I'll send you the top hat so you can print it, but send me the inside diameter of that circle in your tank, and I can make sure the surge tank works with that. Four eyes, brother. But yeah, man. Well, we've been live for an hour and 40 minutes. I think this is. Oh, we lost Colt again. Where'd he go? Hey, okay, you're back. Sorry, I don't know when we lost you.
That's all good. What's up?
I'm the big brain mastermind here. Like we
Yeah,
all are in our own ways. That's what V8
overachiever.
Acid V8U Acid View. I don't know. It has V8 in the name. It's a cool name for me. But yeah, we've been live for an hour and 40 minutes, so I think this is like a pretty decent like time like wrap things up. Did you have any questions that you wanted to ask about the Indiegogo campaign? Or hell, anybody
So,
watching, like, drop your comments now if you have any questions you want answered.
well, here, I'll start with a big one.
Okay.
So, my thing is, your one size fits all, I think that's a really bold claim.
Yeah.
Um, but have they never seen all of the intake designs laid out in one graphic?
Oh,
I've
yeah. I can pull that back up. You mean like
right.
that?
I've seen them, a lot of them individually. Um, but seeing them all in one place at one time in a tangible format really
So,
helps kind of drive that nail home that your design really does work for all of these different engines.
okay, the thing is, a this is just the ones that I've like taken the measurements of uh, that I've been able to get my hands on. Uh, I have some 3D scans of I think we have 10 small block Ford manifolds, and only two of them are in this picture. Uh, on top of that, we have I think there's like 13 or 14 Nissan V6s that it fits, and there's only one. Sorry, yeah,
Nice.
13 or 14 Toyota V6s is what I meant to say, and there's only one in this stack where it should fit basically every Toyota V6 made from the 80s to present. Same with Nissan. I mean,
Makes sense.
any vehicle that has a two-piece manifold, we can just take the upper off, CNC machine out the holes to make it match the stock lower, and then boom, suddenly you have a Holly style flange that you can bolt a blower onto, or intercooler if you want to go turbo. The whole thing works.
That's awesome. So yeah, that's
Yeah.
I guess.
Oh, real quick. Yeah, Hank. Yeah, you've got my number. Definitely give me a call tomorrow, and uh, we'll get some of that stuff sorted out. Um, oh, real quick, Colt, you might be excited about this. We are going to be working with ICT Billet, and they're going to be supplying brackets for the Corvettes so that we can use all of our blower kits on the C5s and C6s as well.
Let's go. That's awesome.
Yeah. So we even though we're working on. Oh, I'm sorry, girl. I didn't mean to hit you in the face. Even though we're working on this like huge casting project with the patent and stuff, we're still expanding the LS platforms to fit others as well.
Absolutely. Breeze over. Cheap
Yeah,
boost. Doesn't love cheap boost.
dude, that's what it's
No,
all about, man.
well, and I guess that's kind of why we're trying to do this. You
Yeah,
can't
yeah,
cheap boost without fuel, so
yeah.
you know. Yeah.
Akira, are you ready for bed? Is that why you're being all needy,
She looks like it, man.
stinky girl?
Oh shit. But yeah, man. I guess I don't know. You want to just call it there for tonight, and I don't know. Send me what you got, and
Yeah,
I'll
for
try
sure.
to. And that way I can take a look at sort of what
Yeah,
everything
yeah.
is. And then I'll order some fittings and make sure those all fit and jive well.
Okay. Do you know offhand what size those bolts are that hold it down? Are they like quarter 20s?
Man, probably.
I'm gonna
Uh,
assume they're quarter 20 or 5/16. There's no way they're bigger than that.
no, no. I'm sure they're quarter twenties.
Um,
Five, 13, 16 diameter. Give me the whole sizes. It doesn't say that.
all right. Well,
I don't know. I guess it's not.
I'm
Throw
gonna
that
ma-
in one.
I'm gonna make it 8 millimeter, which is like 5/16.
Makes sense.
Um, because I had it at 11, which is arbitrary, but yeah, there we go. That's what it looks like with 8 millimeter holes. If it is quarter 20, we can make the holes smaller. But this is just a test. So
Yeah. Really, the big thing is we want to make sure the bolts are holding right and everything, which it should be. Speedway, I think is where I got that.
yeah,
Yeah, so it actually seems pretty good. So
cool.
you're not one of the only companies that do that. They pull a lot of schematics out for a lot of stuff they make.
Yeah. Oh, side note, if we reach our funding goal for this, I'm actually going to be uploading all of the throttle body adapter STL files to our website for you to download. So if anybody wants to print their own, they can. I mean, obviously, we're going to keep selling them for people who don't have 3D printers and things like that. But if you can make your own, I'm not going to stop you.
Absolutely.
But oh yeah, all right, man. You have a good night and chat. Thanks for watching.
Yeah. Awesome, man. We'll talk to you soon. Have a good night.
All right.